My brother and sister, if you're struggling with money, if bills are piling up, or if you're asking, Ya Allah, I need help right now, then listen carefully. Allah has beautiful names, and when you call on the right ones with sincerity and trust, doors you thought were closed begin to open. Today you're about to learn the 5 names of Allah that can completely transform your rizq, your mindset and your life in ways you never imagined. Al-Razzaq is one of the most powerful and comforting names of Allah. It means the one who provides every form of sustenance, whether it is money, food, health, opportunities, guidance or peace. When a believer truly understands this name, fear of poverty disappears, because the heart realizes that no human being, boss, business or government controls your rizq. Only Allah does. Every breath you take, every meal you eat, every blessing that reaches you comes directly from Al-Razzaq. Even the work you do, the skills you have and the energy you use to earn are all gifts from Him. When you rely on people, you become disappointed. When you rely on your job, you become stressed. But when you rely on Al-Razzaq, your heart becomes calm, because you know your rizq is guaranteed and already written. Calling upon Allah with the name Ya Razzaq strengthens Tawakkul, trust. It teaches you that sustenance is not limited by your circumstances. Allah can provide from places you never expect. He can open closed doors, replace loss with abundance, and send blessings in ways that defy logic. Al-Razzaq gives based on His wisdom, His mercy and His perfect timing. When you work hard, stay grateful, avoid sin, and call upon Al-Razzaq with sincerity, you will witness Barakah flowing into your life in ways you never imagined. Al-Fattah is one of the most hopeful and uplifting names of Allah. It means the opener, the one who opens doors that seem locked, creates paths where none exist, and brings solutions when everything feels impossible. When life feels stuck, when opportunities disappear, or when your heart feels closed with worry, calling upon Al-Fattah reminds you that Allah has the key to every problem. Nothing is truly closed for a believer who turns to Allah. A job you didn't get, a business that isn't moving, a relationship that isn't working, or a dream that feels far away. All of these can change instantly when Allah decides to open a way. Ya Fattah is a dua of hope, asking Allah to open your life, your heart, your rizq, your future. Al-Fattah opens physical doors like opportunities, income and ease. But He also opens spiritual doors, understanding, guidance, peace and closeness to Him. Sometimes Allah delays an opening because He wants to push you toward a better one. Sometimes He closes a door because behind it is harm you cannot see. When you recite Ya Fattah with trust, work with sincerity and avoid sins that block blessings, you begin to witness unimaginable openings. What was stuck becomes easy, what was blocked becomes clear, what seemed impossible becomes possible, because the one who opens all doors is guiding your way. Al-Ghani is one of the most powerful names of Allah, reminding us that He is completely free from all needs, while we are dependent on Him for everything. Allah does not need our worship, our dua or our obedience. We need Him. When a believer calls upon Ya Ghani, the heart becomes aware that true richness is with Allah alone. No matter how wealthy or powerful a person becomes, they will always need food, water, health, protection and guidance, but Allah needs none of this. He is perfect, self-sufficient and the owner of all abundance. Understanding this name frees you from fear and attachment to people. You stop chasing approval, depending on others for financial help, or believing that your rizq is in someone else's hands. When you know Allah is Al-Ghani, your heart feels secure, because the one who owns all treasures is the one sustaining you. Reciting Ya Ghani with sincerity brings peace, contentment and relief from the anxiety of scarcity. Allah enriches His servants not only with money, but with Barakah, wisdom, calmness and strength. Sometimes the greatest richness is a peaceful heart and a blessed home. When you seek from Al-Ghani, He gives without limit. When you rely on Him, He replaces your fears with certainty. And when you trust His plan, He enriches your life in ways far greater than what you asked for. Al-Karim is one of the most beautiful and comforting names of Allah. It means the most generous, the one who gives endlessly, lovingly and without limits. Allah gives even when you don't ask, even when you don't deserve, and even when you forget to thank Him. His generosity begins before you are born and continues even when you sin, because His mercy is far greater than your mistakes. Calling upon Al-Karim reminds the believer that Allah's treasures never decrease, no matter how much He gives. Every blessing you enjoy, your health, your family, your opportunities, your safety, your food, is a gift from Al-Karim. And He always gives more than what you expect. When you ask for one thing, He may give 10. When you request ease, He might give guidance, strength, and unexpected doors of Rizq altogether. Allah's generosity is not limited to money. He gives peace to troubled hearts, comfort to those who cry, and answers to those who call upon Him sincerely. He blesses your efforts, multiplies your rewards, and forgives you again and again. When you recite Ya Karim, your heart softens and your hope grows. It teaches you to ask Allah with confidence, because His gifts are vast, His mercy is endless, and His generosity reaches you in ways you can see and in ways you cannot. Al-Wahhab is a name of Allah that fills the heart with hope, gratitude, and certainty. It means the one who gives gifts continuously, freely, and without expecting anything in return. Unlike human beings who give with limits or conditions, Allah gives purely out of His mercy, generosity, and love for His servants. When Allah grants something as a gift, it comes easily, unexpectedly, and with incredible barakah. Pulling upon Ya Wahhab, especially powerful during times of desperation, when you need help urgently, when all doors feel closed, or when you feel powerless to change your situation. Allah can grant you what no effort, no money, and no human support could ever achieve. Rizq, opportunities, solutions, peace, marriage, children, guidance, everything is in the hands of Al-Wahhab. This name teaches that some blessings come not through hard work alone, but through divine gifts that Allah places in your life out of His kindness. Sometimes you receive something you never prayed for, or you escape harm you never knew was coming. These are gifts from Al-Wahhab. When you recite Ya Wahhab with sincerity, humility, and full trust, your heart opens to receiving Allah's generous blessings. And when you pair this dhikr with gratitude and obedience, Allah gives even more. His gifts are limitless, His mercy is endless, and His generosity continues long after you think all hope is gone.